Yo, what's going on, guys? Mush back at it with another video, here to continue my coverage of the Steam Autumn Sale. Once again, looking at some historic low offers on various titles. Now, with this video, we are going to be highlighting some games that are a little bit more expensive, so keep that in mind. And when I say historic low, these are the cheapest these games have ever been. Obviously, with some of the more expensive titles, they'll get cheaper at some point, but prior to this, they have never been cheaper. So with that being said, let's get right into it, and let's start things off with one of my favorite games of the year, a game that certainly probably won't get nominated for Game of the Year awards or anything like that, but it totally deserves it, and that is the 100-line Last Defense Academy. It is 20% off for $48, so yes, it is quite pricey, but this is an incredible marriage of a tactical RPG with a visual novel. It is incredibly well done, and it has so much content to it, because after you beat this game for the first time, you realize that 30 to 35 hour initial playthrough, just the tip of the iceberg for the entire story that 100-line Last Defense Academy is. If you really want to do everything in this game, it's a north of 100-hour experience, and it's got great character design, an awesome soundtrack, an incredibly compelling story, and Kodaka and Kotaro Uchikoshi teamed up to do this game, and man, you just get one of the most compelling and unique stories that you're gonna find out of a game. For $48, again, it's pricey, but I would still say it's well worth it given the quality level of the game. I had a phenomenal time with it, and yeah, $48 on that is great. One of my favorite games of the year. Next up, we have Persona 3 Reload, 60% off for $28, a ground-up remake of Persona 3 that was really well done. Persona 3 is not my favorite of the Persona games, and I've even said, you know, Persona I'm not as crazy about as some other people. I played Persona 3 Reload start to finish. Hell, I played Persona 3 when it came out on the PlayStation 2 in its original form, played FES, and Reload, played Portable as well, and Reload is certainly the definitive version of the game. Outside of the fact that you gotta pay for the DLC that was included in FES, but nevertheless, it's a great game. I do think some of the design choices are a little bit dated, particularly how the Tartarus goes, but overall still a great game. Characters are great, story's really good, soundtrack is phenomenal. I mean, that's where you can never go wrong with a Persona game. You're always going to get a phenomenal soundtrack, and you get that with P3R as well, and that is $27.99, a brand new low price on that. Next up, we have Sonic X Shadow Generations, 45% off for $27.49. This continues to get cheaper and cheaper, and one of the main points of criticism with this game was the price point. I thought it was phenomenal as far as the game is concerned, but it is Sonic Generations with the Shadow Generations campaign, a new campaign that is only 6 to 7 hours long, and $50 for that was a tall ask, especially given the fact that Sonic Generations was going on sale for like $5 to $10 regularly. You know, $50 was a lot. However, at this price point, $27.49, I think it's great. I think the Shadow Generations campaign is absolutely phenomenal. It is a great piece of content. And then Sonic Generations is great as well. Both titles are fantastic. And again, the Shadow campaign is excellent. $27.49 on that. Next up, I mention this game every now and again, but to see it finally get down to a price point where I'm like, okay, time to really hammer it home and get some people to pick it up. El Shaddai Ascension of the Metatron HD Remaster is 60% off for $11.99. Man, this game came out in one of the periods of time that I am so nostalgic with as far as gaming is concerned. That late PlayStation 3 era of games, like let's say 2009 to 2012, the latter half of the PlayStation 3's life. That is the era of gaming where I got super into gaming, you know, going online and playing a lot of the more niche game releases, playing games like an Enslaved Odyssey to the West, playing games like Saboteur, and all of these games coming out in that era. And El Shaddai was another one of those games that I played, and I remember being blown away by the visual style of the game. I do also remember some janky gameplay elements, but overall, thought the game was incredibly compelling, and the art style was just gorgeous. This is one that I gotta go back and do another playthrough of because it has been so long, but I remember seeing it come out on PC, and it's just like, man, that's what I like to see. Sometimes it's these under-the-radar games that would totally be forgotten about. If this game just stayed on the PlayStation 3, and it is mostly forgotten about at this point, but imagine this game stayed on PlayStation 3, at this point in time, nobody would even know that this game exists, and there's so many games like that that are just locked away on these various platforms. Happy that El Shaddai did end up getting a port on the PC, and hopefully some of you guys do end up checking the game out for yourself. I think you'll end up having a really good time with it. El Shaddai's artistic setting aims to provide a canvas-like world that changes in an organic way as long as you progress your adventure. The world keeps changing constantly in the most creative and innovative ways, perhaps even nostalgic. Game's got a very positive reception, 363 reviews, 87% positive. Again, one that I gotta go back and do another playthrough of, but happy that it's finally getting cheaper and cheaper because it was holding up in price for quite a while. So yeah, just love this era of gaming, and El Shaddai, a quality title. They're $11.99, new low price point on that. Next up, not really up my alley, but I'd be remiss if I don't give a mention to Sons of the Forest, sent to find a missing billionaire on a remote island. You find yourself in a cannibal-infested hellscape. Craft, build, and struggle to survive alone or with friends in this terrifying new open-world survival horror simulator. Experience complete freedom to tackle the world how you want. You decide what you do, where to go, and how best to survive. There are no NPCs barking orders at you or giving you missions. You'll fight demons, build and craft, changing seasons, and co-op gameplay is there as well. Sons of the Forest, 67% off for $9.89. Next up, an incredibly well-received game. We have Nine Souls. It is 50% off for $14.99. Nine Souls is a lore-rich, hand-drawn 2D action platformer featuring Sekiro-inspired deflection-focused combat. Embark on a journey of Eastern fantasy, explore the land once home to an ancient alien race, and follow a vengeful hero's quest to slay the Nine Souls, formidable rulers of his forsaken realm. 15,295 reviews, 95% positive for yes, an overwhelmingly positive reception. 2D Sekiro-like combat, slash, deflect, charge into enemies, and blow them up with the Taoist talisman. Each fight combines fast, brutal action sequences with classic platforming mechanics as well. Intriguing boss fights, ready yourself to fight the vicious ancient guardians and gruesome creatures. Be patient and utilize every move in your arsenal. Mix up with Yi's godly bow to defeat these larger-than-life figures. Taopunk setting, when cyberpunk clashes with Taoism, melding sci-fi elements with Eastern mythology and fantasy. The genre of Taopunk was born. Nine Souls available, 50% off for $14.99. Next up, while this deal has been going on for a little while, the game's in the news cycle, and the deal is carrying on over into the autumn sale. Some publishers started their deals a week or two before the autumn sale kicked off and rolled over the deals. It is Stellar Blade, 20% off for $47.99. Yes, it's a hefty price point. The game did just get a significant update, adding to the epilogue of the game and adding new cutscenes to the game. Kind of incredible how much free content Shift Up has rolled out for the game, and Stellar Blade is an absolutely outstanding action title with incredible gameplay. You know, the story is fine, it's serviceable. I do know that's one area they want to improve on in the sequel, but man, the PC performance of this game, in a year with so many bad PC ports, Stellar Blade stands out as a game that performs incredibly well, and you know, it's a game that does have a decent bit of content, a great soundtrack, and yes, you could say it's an Unreal Engine 4 game, and that's why it runs so well. Well, guess what? It looks really good, so I don't care if you're running on Frostbite, I don't care if you're running on this engine, that engine, if the art style is good, if the visual style is good, if the graphics themselves are good, I don't really care what engine you run on, buddy. If the game runs good, that's what matters more to me, and Stellar Blade runs so well. $48 for the base game, $64 for the complete edition. Both of those editions are 20% off, and a new update just dropped on that. Next up, a game that I recently completed, SHINOBI Art of Vengeance, 20% off for $23.99. Not this arduous task to beat this game. The game is around 10 hours long, but man, an absolutely stylish action platformer. SHINOBI, the original games were a little bit before my time, but this game is being done by the team that did Streets of Rage 4, which is an awesome game, and this team knows how to take a classic IP, do it justice, but also modernize it for a newer audience, and SHINOBI was a lot of fun. I will say, some of the platforming elements in this game did make me damn near break a controller by the end, but overall, I did really enjoy it. Super stylish game. If you want to wait for it to be cheaper, I could totally understand that, but had a great time with SHINOBI Art of Vengeance, $24, 20% off on that. Next up, we have System Shock, 65% off for $13.99, the remake of System Shock here. An atmospheric first-person title, a full-fledged remake of the groundbreaking original title from 1994, combining cult gameplay with all-new HD visuals, updated controls, an overhauled interface, and all-new sounds and music. It even has the original voice actor of Shaddai, one of gaming's most iconic villains. Shaddai is the psychotic AI that has taken control of Citadel Station and turned the crew into an army of cyborgs and mutants. She has now plans to do the same to Earth. You must explore and battle your way through the depths of the space station gone to hell, stop Shaddai, and avert humanity's destruction. Fight to death in the depths of space, face off against the forces of rogue AI gone mad, improve your skills, and adapt to take on your foes. Discover a non-linear story unfolding at your own pace. Jack into cyberspace to hack the system and open other routes. Innovative art style combines retro future design with modern technology. System Shock is available 65% off for $13.99. Next up, we got TCG Card Shop Simulator. This is in early access. It's 40% off for $7.79. Yes, they'll make a simulator out of anything these days, but this one was really well received, and I've just heard through the grapevine that the modding scene is quite nice with this game as far as what you can implement in the game. Open your local game store stock shelves with the latest booster packs or crack them and collect the cards for yourself. Set your own prices, hire staff, host events, and expand your card shop. 28,000 Steam reviews, 97% positive. Yes, an overwhelmingly positive reception on this. $7.79 on TCG Card Shop Simulator. Next up, we have the narrative-driven visual novel, The Hungry Lamb Traveling in the Late Ming Dynasty. 32% off for $6.79. Trek across ancient China in a dark, boundary-pushing visual novel inspired by traditional Chinese art with modern animation. Escort 4 girls to the prosperous city of Luoyang in a branching narrative with themes of revenge, cannibalism, involuntary servitude, and more on a redemptive journey. 606 reviews, 93% positive, awesome design, and one that I've been meaning to try out for a while, but at a historic low price point right now of $6.79. And then lastly, another game that's been on my playlist, Laika Age Through Blood, is 65% off for $6.99. A Motorvania, as it is described, an action-adventure title set in a post-apocalyptic Western world. Play as Laika, a coyote mother and fierce warrior, and carve your motorbike through a land ravaged by betrayal and loss as you uncover dark secrets in the pursuit of vengeance against oppression. 2,700 reviews at 93% positive for that and 83 on Metacritic. A thrilling action-adventure, engage in breakneck vehicular combat mechanics that demand precision, strategy, and skill, and utilize a variety of weapons. Master close-range attacks and unlock deadly abilities to defeat your enemies, upgrade your gear, and take back what your people have lost. Laika Age Through Blood is 65% off for $6.99. And that is going to do it for me. Again, a lot of great Steam games at historic low prices for the autumn sale. Check them out for yourself. Links to everything, as always, in the description box below. That's going to do it for me. Let me know all of your thoughts in the comment section down below, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace out. Hey, what's going on, guys? Mush here again. Hope you enjoyed the video. As you guys might know, YouTube's notification system is sometimes a little bit wonky, even if you're subscribed to the channel. Maybe you're not abundantly aware that I uploaded a video. To remedy that situation, make sure you hit the bell notification button. This way, whenever I upload a new video, and I try to upload as consistently as possible, you will be notified directly of the upload, and you can watch it as soon as it goes live. I would really appreciate if you guys hit that button so you can stay up to date with all of the content I'm posting. But as always, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.